You'll find a lot of information on the internet about what to do to grow your podcast. And we have a bunch of videos like that, so you can check them out after this one. But today, we're breaking down the 6 things to avoid while recording your podcast remotely. Stay tuned to learn what mistakes to avoid as you make stellar podcast content. Welcome to the SquadCast channel. I'm Maribel. I'm a video and podcast producer. On the SquadCast channel, we're bringing you the tools and advice that you need to make spectacular content remotely. Are you subscribed to our channel? Do it now so you don't miss a video. This week, we're breaking down 6 mistakes to avoid while recording remotely. Mistake number 1, not plugging in your headphones. You need headphones while recording. Wired headphones. AirPods or other Bluetooth devices are not gonna cut it. Why? Well, they could be losing battery, which will affect the recording quality, especially on long recording sessions. Or since they're not plugged in directly to your recording device, there's latency with any wireless connection, which is not good. So use wired headphones. You can purchase other wired headphones on Amazon for as little as $25. You may want to consider over-the-ear headphones because they can help prevent audio from bleeding out of the sides and being picked up by your microphone. We have a video coming soon that explains more about preventing echo and bleed, but the gist is that headphones are your friend. Mistake number 2, using the wrong remote recording platform like Zoom, which doesn't automatically record backups or give you equipment transparency for your guests. Zoom is awesome for conferencing, that's why it's super popular, but it wasn't made for remote recording, and SquadCast was. Using a dedicated remote recording software will save you tons of time and headaches. You'll always have your backups, and guests are automatically recorded on separate tracks, which really helps with the post-production process. Mistake number 3, not using a microphone. You need a microphone. It's as simple as that. Of course, you can control your own recording environment, but it can be tough to control your guests. Now, if you have a guest who doesn't have a microphone, you can have them use the cheap plug-in ones with a built-in microphone. Mistake number 4, using the microphone on the Bluetooth headphones. We touched on this a little bit before when it comes to Bluetooth devices at headphones, but same deal. Don't use them as microphones either. You'll have sound quality and latency issues because the microphone is right here next to your ears. Mistake number 5, not being aware of ambient noise. When recording remotely, the beautiful thing is that you can be anywhere, but that can also be a curse because you can really be anywhere, and so can your guests. So tell your guests ahead of time to be aware of their surroundings and to mitigate potentially noisy environments by moving into a quieter room, using pillows or blankets to dampen sound, or sometimes just recording at a different time of the day. Ambient noise is part of life. Recording in a sound-treated studio can cut those out. And finally, mistake number 6, not having a strong internet connection. This is tough to control sometimes, for yourself, but definitely for your guests. Here are some things that you can do to help that situation. Reset the router and restart your computer. Run a speed test before starting your recording to ensure that your ISP isn't throttling your connection. There are a handful of different ways to test your speeds. If you Google Internet Speed Test, it will result in one provided by Google. You just need to click Run Speed Test. Now the test will give you 2 numbers, the upload and the download. You want to be mindful of your upload speed, not just the download speed. If it's below what you're paying for, give your ISP a call. We've done this multiple times, and magically, the connection just speeds back up. When recording, we are creating content, not consuming it, so the upload speed is the more important number to focus on. Try to plug in with Ethernet for your connection, but if Wi-Fi is your only option, sit as close to your router as you can. Wireless connections work online off-site, so proximity matters. Those are the 6 mistakes to avoid while recording a podcast or an interview remotely. I know that was a lot, but let's break it down to our biggest takeaway. Invest in some wired headphones. And if you already have that secured, then consider telling your guests ahead of time to make sure that they have headphones as well, and that they're wired too. It'll go a really long way in securing superior sound quality. Are you guilty of any of the above? Let us know in the comments. Call yourself out. We'll offer some comforting words and advice for how to improve. Happy remote recording, y'all!